Come in.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I could be better if I didn't have to be here.
Yeah. Have a seat.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
So I'm sure you kind of have a general idea of why you're here.
Kind of, but I'm not fully understanding.
Okay. So your daughter, she's found herself in quite a bit of trouble here at school.
Really?
Yes.
That's not good.
No, it's it's not. It's sometimes we have these meetings and it's not that big of a deal, but unfortunately, this is a real problem.
Okay.
So, has she mentioned anything to you about this?
No, she hasn't mentioned anything. I didn't even know she was in trouble until you gave me a phone call.
Okay. Well, so it was basically brought to our attention, that she has been partaking in some pretty significant inappropriate behaviors. So.
Inappropriate meaning?
Yeah, well, I don't want to exactly dive into it right away here, but
Okay.
I don't. Obviously she hasn't been going to this school forever. Has she had problems in the past where she's been getting in trouble, or have you had these meetings a lot with?
Yeah, we had an issue with her at her last school, but it was just a minor little thing. So I just decided to maybe do a fresh start, and that's why I enrolled her in your school.
Okay.
So I felt like it would be a better fit for her.
Mm-hmm. I mean that's not. You did the right thing trying to do that. It just yes, it clearly did not work out because of what she's been doing here to one of our teachers. So.
One of her teachers.
Yeah, she's been so she's basically been inappropriately following this teacher.
Are you serious? Like,
oh yeah.
Like stalker kind of deal?
I don't want to put necessarily a label on something like that, but yes, it is stalking. Like honestly, by the definition, it's so.
I cannot believe this. Are you kidding?
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh. So what exactly, like,
well,
with I just am speechless. I don't honestly know what to even say.
And she didn't share any of this with you?
None, not at all. Not at all. She told me that she had a little bit of a crush on somebody, and I just assumed that it was another student. So I just kind of didn't think anything of it at the time. And she hadn't mentioned anything since, so I just assumed that it kind of was like a passing fling. And yeah, it's been total radio silence from her. She's just been kind of doing her own thing and acting normal, but kind of distant. So maybe this.
Well, sometimes this happens where they act normal, at home or at school, and they're not normal at home or they're not normal at school.
Yeah, one or the other.
Right, but this particular situation has been going on for like our records and the evidence that was brought to us by the teacher. Talking all semester. So this is not something that's been going on for, unfortunately, it's not something we caught early enough. I think the teacher, he's a fantastic teacher, and we're very lucky to have him. And I think he was, trying to just hope that he was not in a situation that he is in, where a student, of his is basically, like you said, stalking him.
I'm just I just don't I just don't know what to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a serious issue. So she's been messaging him. I mean, do you? I'm guessing you're paying for her phone,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So she uses her phone. She's set up multiple accounts following him and posting inappropriate things on his profiles and leaving inappropriate messages. We have notes. I have a whole folder. It's not this one. It's yeah, I've got I literally have a whole folder here that's nothing but notes. I mean, she's been writing notes almost, I won't say every day, but a significant number of very, and not to be too graphic about it, but like it's not sweet little "I have a crush on you" notes. It's very explicit and putting, just being honest with you, puts our teacher in a very bad position.
I can imagine.
Right.
Yeah, that's. Oh my gosh.
So.
What am I gonna do with this girl?
Well, so that kind of brings me to the point of like what we have to do with her. So obviously this is not something. This is not like you get detention or after school. This is significantly beyond that. I mean, we're talking stalking, and we're talking explicit. Like none of this is okay. But it's beyond that, to the point of like we have a very specific. Obviously, our student code of conduct is very outlined and very detailed with everything, and that we have situations in there that you hope you never have to address or go to, but they are there for a reason, for situations like this. When, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. In my time here, we've actually never had to apply some of these rules that we have to with your daughter, because, I mean, to be honest with you, a situation this serious has not come up before, like in my tenure here. But unfortunately it has now. You can see here in section 3 right there. Obviously you see the consequence and what the actions actually. To be honest with you, I know you said you took her from one school and you enrolled her into ours, hoping that it would work out better for her. But so I hate to break this news to you, but we're going to have to expel her.
Expel her? Like she'd have to go to another school, kind like that, like kick her out?
Yes, and obviously it would go on her permanent record, which getting into it's not just you just go find a new school.
Yeah, I just.
You understand, of course, this is not like a little bit of flirtatious, I have a crush on this teacher note that we found. We found she's literally stalking him on social media and in the classroom, and there's no proof of it, but the teacher has told us he's seen her car driving past his house. So, and I mean, that would be a he said, she said situation, but he has a ton of physical evidence against her to make that case even stronger, which we don't even need that proof to expel her, obviously. But I'm saying this is not good, and this is not something that can be worked out or taken back, or it's expulsion. And this not even
even after I paid all of her tuition and everything like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can see obviously it may not be on that picture.
Yeah.
It's a little bit back, but you can see where.
Oh my gosh.
It's forfeit. I mean, there's certain codes and guidelines, and when you go against those, you forfeit obviously any tuitions paid and anything of that nature is obviously.
So you mean to tell me that this teacher, first of all, which teacher even is this that allowed this to even go on for an entire month and didn't say anything?
Well, first of all, there's a couple things at play here. I do not going to disclose the teacher's name, obviously, for safety.
Her dad just recently left, and I'm doing really the best that I can with her. I'm
Right.
trying to give her freedom, trying to, let her do her own independent thing. But I don't even know what to say. This is all so frustrating because I feel like I didn't do enough I just don't know how I missed it, and I don't know how it was missed on both of our ends.
It's not your fault necessarily. It's something that she did. Now there's consequences, and she's going to have to deal with those consequences. And there's nothing that I can do about that.
There's nothing we can do not even some counseling, literally anything to try to maybe rectify this situation, make it some way that we can possibly get her to turn her life around. I just don't want this to affect her forever. I want her to be able to.
It's going to go on her permanent record.
Yeah, I really don't want that because I really want the best for her, and I just know that she's probably retaliating because her dad left, and maybe she saw like a father figure in him, even if in her own weird way, I really, I don't know. I want her to succeed, and I don't. I'm speechless, but also very frustrated. So I just don't know what to do from here.
What you can do, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. What is there anything that I can do to possibly help this situation? Maybe convince, like, for some counseling, or maybe bring her in for a meeting and do the three of us and explain to her that this is really bad and that she's breaking a lot of rules, even though she should know that to begin with. But
I mean, we could work out something. I empathize with your situation. I mean, you're clearly a good mother, and you're trying to do the best you can with your daughter.
I really am. Thank you for at least seeing that.
Yeah.
I just want her to succeed. I will literally do anything. I'll donate money to the library. I'll even wash your car. Literally anything at this point. I'll even pay extra. I don't have a lot of money, but I'll pay extra tuition, something.
Yeah, you do bring up options. I don't know about the washing my car, but so if you do want to make this all go away, and have her not get expelled,